Hi, I'm Lydia and you're watching Ketosis Focus. Well, good morning. Today marks my 10-month keto weight loss update. I have been doing keto for 10 months. I started it 2 years ago, but I've been doing it consistently for 10 months as of today. So I'm going to weigh in and give you my full explanation of how these past 10 months have gone. I just want to start by saying I hate my scale. My scale is not that it's not moving, because it's moving in the right direction, but what I hate about it is that it's not consistent. Like, I'd like to be able to get on and it gives me one weight and one weight only, and I think if I only did it once, it would probably do that. But the problem is that I get on and I see the number and then I get off, and then I get back on again and it gives me a different number, and then I move it to a different bathroom tile, maybe it's off or something, and I get a different number, and then I get on it 8 times in this one morning trying to get an accurate weight loss. So I don't know how accurate it is. I'm gonna pick a number in the middle. I was very tempted to pick the absolute lowest number it was showing me this morning, but I'm just gonna pick the average, the middle, the median, the middle and the number in the middle, and to go with that one. So today I am 200 pounds and I have lost an official 65 pounds doing keto. I do want to say that in these 10 months that I've been doing keto consecutively, I have not weighed any of my food. I have not tracked any of my macros. I have just been eating keto foods, like no sugar, I've been very conscious of carbs, but I haven't been counting carbs. And I have been eating when I'm hungry and not eating when I'm not. So I just wanted to let you know that that's what I've been doing for the past 10 months. Not that it's 100% correct, not that it's what this person does or that person does. It's what I've been doing because it was something that I could do comfortably and it worked for me, and I didn't stress myself out, and I didn't get obsessive over numbers. So I was able to just kind of be easygoing throughout this process and keep eating the correct foods. I kept it simple, but overall in these past 10 months, I've been averaging about 5 to 6 pounds a month, with March being the huge exception because March I only lost 0.6 pounds. So that was a bummer. Expectations, I expected to be further along. I wanted to be at 100 pounds lost by 10 months, but hey, I'll take 65. So last week I did 1 meal a day, and I was doing intermittent fasting of 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. So for example, if I stopped eating at 7 o'clock at night for dinner, I wouldn't eat again until 11 the next day. I could break my fast, and I only eat within that 8-hour period between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. So that being said, I kept with my intermittent fasting for those 5 days, Monday through Friday, and then the weekend came and I gave myself a break. I'm like, I'm not going to do intermittent fasting. I'm not going to do 1 meal a day. I'm just going to relax. I had a couple of cocktails. It was Mother's Day weekend. I had low carb beer one day and drinks the other day, and I wasn't counting anything, and I wasn't trying to limit myself. And I've lost only, I lost 1.8 pounds this week. So this week, or weekend, I should say, I continued my 1 meal a day. I continued my 16/8 intermittent fasting, but the weekend, I decided to completely lay off of any alcohol. No cocktails on the weekends with my husband, no drinks for me. I'm still going to do the intermittent fasting, but I'm going to ease up on the 1 meal a day. I'm going to listen to my body. If I'm hungry and I want a second meal, I'm going to go ahead and eat it. And we'll see how that works for me this weekend. And then who knows, maybe I'll find out that 1 meal a day is what works, period, for me. That's the only way I can see the scale moving down. I do want to say I could be better with my portions with my 1 meal. I don't know if it's mentally me saying, oh, this is my 1 meal. I can go all out. I can go to town on this 1 meal. I can get seconds since there's more because this is my 1 meal. This is the only thing that I'm eating. So I can be better about going back for seconds, even if it is a keto approved food. But like I said, this is what works for me so far. And since I'm stalling, I'm gonna look at that, maybe do a little test of how about this week I won't go back for seconds. How about this week I'll cut out any kind of baking a keto pizza or something like that and see how it goes. But for now, I lost 1.8 pounds this week. Yay! All right, so this morning I'm going to save the collagen for another cup of coffee, maybe a cup of decaf later, but I'm going to put a splash of heavy cream. And I like to use these things called Sweet Drops, the chocolate flavored. They're chocolate stevia. So I put that in my coffee. Tastes just like a mocha. I use my trusty frother. So since it's Saturday, I'm gonna go ahead and break my fast early. I'm still doing the 16/8 intermittent fasting. So it is about 10:25. I'm about to make breakfast. So just today I decided I'm gonna go ahead and make some chorizo and egg. And sometimes I just put it in a bowl and put cheese on it, but sometimes I use these Carb Balance Mission tortillas, and they are 2 net carbs per tortilla, and they're the wheat ones. So they're probably the best low carb tortilla out there as far as the carbs go. Everything else I see is usually about 4. So these are not too big, they're small. Like I said, I don't eat them often, maybe once a week, if even that, maybe a couple of times a month, but this gives you an idea of the size of it. All right, let's make some breakfast. So this chorizo is about 5 servings in the whole package, and I only used a third of it. So it's a little over a serving. Each serving is 2 carbs. So I would say even if this was a serving and a half, this chorizo is 3 carbs. Each egg is a carb, so 3, 4, 5, 6 carbs there. So what do we have here? 3, 6. We have 3 carbs, and then this is, like I said, it is 2 net carbs for each tortilla, so 6, 7, 8. So even if I eat 2 tortillas and I have 10 carbs for breakfast, dinner is chicken thighs with 0 carbs. And then whatever my veggie is, let's say it's broccoli, even if that's 4 carbs, that'll be 14 carbs total for the day. So that's why I don't count it, because I know, unless I go off the rails or unless I get something completely heavy in carbs, that I don't really need to measure it. I kind of know already. Everyone does it differently. Some people, I think my husband scrambles this up in a separate cup and then pours it in the pan. I don't. I just throw it directly in and mix it all up. I like adding some sharp cheddar. The best kind of cheese is the best kind of cheese is the cheese you have to grate, the block of cheese, because it doesn't come with all of those added starches that those pre-shredded cheeses come with. They add a lot of carbs and stuff that's not good for you on keto. I like most things cheesy, so I put an estimated ounce. Mix it all up. We're gonna go easy today. I'm only gonna do one. Probably put it in a bowl. one tortilla. So I'm following a recipe that I found on Pinterest. It says line a cookie sheet with foil. We're going to try and make some crispy chicken thighs. And we're going to spray it with some olive oil spray. Okay. Then we're going to take our chicken thighs and dry them off with a paper towel. So I'm just going to go ahead and set all of them on this pan. All right, now it's for the seasonings. So we are going to actually put some baking powder in there to kind of help with the crispiness of it. So we're gonna get 2 tablespoons of baking powder. There are no carbs in baking powder, FYI. Half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. Oh yeah, preheat the oven to 250 degrees is what this recipe on Pinterest said. Oh my God, I need to get some more salt. Okay, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, there you go, 1 of garlic, I need the measuring spoons with a long neck. And then a half a teaspoon of onion powder. Okay. Now, the recipe says you put the chicken in the bowl and shake, 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 and then put it back on the pan. So we're gonna do that. All right, according to this recipe, it says cook it in the middle rack at 250 for 30 minutes. And then after 30 minutes, we're gonna move it up to the next rack, increase the heat to 425 and cook for an additional 25 to 30 minutes. So let's see, these should come out crispy chicken thighs. Look ready? They look ready. All right, so I'm gonna make my creamed spinach for tonight's dinner. I'm not sure if the kids are gonna eat it, but we're gonna hope for the best. What are you talking about?
What's this?
Ivy. That is creamed spinach.
Look at this girl. Can I have mac and cheese?
Fine. How do you like the spinach, Ivy?
It's a little good. Not that good. Tastes like spinach.
Oh, you haven't touched anything else on your plate, so you must like it. There are so many things that are out there that are keto recipes that will fulfill those cravings without you going off the rails. So that being said, I do want to say for 10 months, or actually for 9 months, I kept it really simple. Some of the things that I ate were like steak Cobb salad, where I would have bacon and blue cheese, homemade ranch dressing, a little bit of tomatoes, avocado, maybe a boiled egg if I had it. So that was like a go-to meal for me. Another thing would be like chicken thighs with roasted broccoli. I would make a cream sauce with heavy cream and Parmesan, shredded Parmesan cheese to go over either chicken, pork, steak, anything. So I had my go-to meals. I didn't venture off too much of what I liked. I knew that I liked it, so that's what I kept eating. If I was gonna have breakfast, I normally would do like 3 slices of bacon chopped up with some eggs. I think about 3 eggs scrambled. I'd put about 1 ounce of cheese on it, maybe some salsa, maybe some avocado, and that's what I would have for breakfast. Maybe I would have chorizo and egg in a bowl with some cheese on it, and that would be my breakfast. But now that I'm doing 1 meal a day, I've been kind of cutting that out. The coffee with the collagen has been taking its place, and I've just been eating my 1 meal. So like you saw this week, I had a roast with some veggies. Sometimes I'll have a salad. I had the pizza with a side salad. But yeah, I kept it simple, and it wasn't until 9 months into my journey that I started to go, okay, I'm gonna kind of turn it into a little bit of a lazy keto or dirty keto. That's what you call when you don't pay too close attention to ingredients. And I started buying low carb tortillas. I've been buying these low carb bread called Sola. And I've been having that. But mind you, I've not been having it every single day. It's really easy to go down that rabbit hole and have breakfast tacos every morning and, you know, have sandwiches for lunch every day or something. But I didn't do that. So just know I got it. I had it just to kind of taste it again, and then it's in my fridge or my freezer, and I don't really mess with it too often. Maybe once a week or something, maybe a Saturday or something that I would pull that out, but it's not something that I have every day, because those do have carbs. They do have things in it that might spike your blood sugar or might inflame you or might make you gain a little bit of weight. So that being said, if you're stalling, if you feel like I am not going anywhere, like how I've been feeling for the month of March, how I was feeling for the month of March, like check out that stuff, because it was in the month of March where I was deciding to like, okay, let's ease up off of it a little bit and let me, you know, have a little bit of fun. We're quarantined, so let me, you know, enjoy a little bit. And that's what happened. I lost 0.6 pounds versus 6 pounds for the whole month. So keep that in mind. You know, it's a trial and error. You take things out of your diet and you put things in and you see if it's going to change anything and work for you. I have not taken out dairy out of my diet yet, but who knows, maybe one of these weeks I'll do a video on what it was like when I completely took dairy out of my diet. So every week I want to try something just to see if the scale moves any more or less and what works and what doesn't work for me. This is a whole work in progress. So thank you for joining me, and please leave a comment about your journey. Are you struggling with weight loss? Are you on the keto diet? Do you have a favorite recipe? Do you have a tip or anything that you want to share with me? Hit that subscribe button, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you get all the videos as soon as I put them out. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.